Hey guys, Nemo here, playing Magic the Gathering Duels of Planeswalkers 2013. Obviously, that's what we do. But yeah, we're doing this challenge run, and the last episode was Say Operators. And yeah, that one was pretty tough. Had to solve it 5 different ways. Pretty difficult. I know the video was 25 minutes long, but in reality it took me 40 minutes. So, in case you guys were wondering, I cut out the boring parts because no, you guys don't want to see me go like, if I, no, but what if I, no, that doesn't, you know, so yeah, try to, keep the boring parts away from the video. So, anyways, let's get on with it. Now, Desperate Measures have already done this challenge, unfortunately. It didn't save correctly when I tried to save the videos, so yeah. And I did see a part of Sculpting the Perfect Warrior as well. But yeah, definitely have not figured that one out yet. I've seen a small bit of it. But I have completed Desperate Measures. It's kind of unfortunate that the video didn't save correctly. So I guess now I'm just gonna show you how I did it, and then get on with the next challenge, which is hard enough in itself. So you guys didn't really miss much, because I figured this one out pretty fast anyways. It's definitely not a very hard challenge. His guys, basically just vanilla dudes, don't do anything special, so don't need to pay attention to that. The only thing is, I need to get past them to be able to kill Yiva this turn. So I need to bring this 22 down to 0. My guy is a 4/4, which gives all my creatures haste. And yeah, that's it, because the other ability isn't important. All my creatures have haste, basically. So that says Barsh Iron Golem. Is an 8-cost 6/7 with trample, and it can sacrifice an artifact, in this case itself, and deals damage equal to the sacrificed artifact's converted mana cost to target creature or player. So these two abilities are kind of important for something I'll show you right now actually. There's a Fraction Processor, which is a 4-cost artifact, and when I play it I have to pay an amount of life, and then when I've done that I can use the ability on it for 4 again and tap and put an XX black minion creature token onto the battlefield, where X is the life paid as Fraction Processor enters the battlefield. Okay, so that's not an artifact. I actually thought that would be an artifact, but it's not. So as you can tell, my solution doesn't have anything to do with that. That's why I don't know. But hey, it does give it haste. So that's why this guy might be important, but really I thought that figured out a different way of doing that. There might be a solution in there somewhere, but I don't know about it. My solutions focus more on this guy, Death Shadow, and he's a 13/13 creature, and he becomes smaller if I have more life. So he's a -X where X is your life total. So the biggest he can be is a 12/12 if you have 1 life, and if you have 12 life, then he's a 1/1. So yeah, basically I can play Flame Wave, and that would kill everything except the 2 5s. But that would use up 7 mana, and I have 10. So then I'd only have 3 mana left. Then I could still play Earthquake for 1, which would kill Death Shadow, and then I'd be able to attack for 10, because all those dudes would be dead, or Earthquake for 2 in fact. So then he'd go to 20 and I'd be able to attack for 10. And all those guys would be dead, and actually this would deal 4 more damage, so he'd be at 16. So he would still have 6 more life left, so that's not the solution then. So just saying, because Flame Wave is not the solution here. So let's look at this last card I haven't showed you yet. Faith Shield is a white and is an instant. Target permanent you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. And a Fateful Hour, if you have 5 or less life, instead you and each permanent you control gain protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. So obviously when I read this and I remembered this guy's ability, I was like, okay, so I have to deal damage to myself. Well, how do I deal damage to myself? Well, I could use Earthquake, but if I play Earthquake immediately, then Death Shadow simply dies. Because, well, Earthquake kills it, So then I looked at Fraction Processor, which I have to pay an amount of life to use. So then I was like, okay, so how much life would I pay? Well, as much as possible, really. This costs 4, So that would leave me with 6 mana, which means I'm gonna play Earthquake for 4, because I still want to play Faith Shield as well. So if I deal 4 damage with Earthquake, then that means that I'm gonna be at 8. So that means I can play this and pay 7 life and I'd go to 1. That would make Death Shadow as big as possible. So that was my solution, really. Quite easy way to figure it out, in my opinion. So let's go for it. And you pay 7 life here. And then you play Earthquake for 4, making sure that, yep, okay, the white mana is still there. So now I have these guys, which deal 18 damage. So yeah, basically I just have to get past these guys, and as you can see, the green guys died while the blue guys are still alive, because these guys are a little bit bigger with 5 toughness, and these guys fly, so Earthquake didn't hit them. So I can play Fate Shield now, and because I have Fateful Hours, since I have 1 life only, all my permanents will gain protection from the color of my choice when I play it. So I just play this, and I still have to target something because of how it's written. It says target permanent you control, yada yada yada. So you target a permanent, but Fateful Hour still works, so don't worry about that. It's not a bug or anything, that's just how the card works. And I choose blue. Look at this, even my lands get protection from blue. And in fact, even I get protection from blue, because you and all your permanents. So even I have protection from blue, even though there's not a blue shield here, but yeah. So I can smash in for 18 damage and take Eva down to 0. And I guess that was took quite a while to explain that, even though I already knew how it worked, but hey, I just wanted to talk about all the cards and how it works, you know. So let's get into the next challenge then, which is quite a bit more difficult. Alright, so it's time for Sculpting the Perfect Warrior. The various mode, set to black, which is important, set to black. And arrest have locked your creatures away from this game, leaving you at your opponent's mercy. With Sculpting Steel in hand, can you find a way to win this turn? I need to win this turn. So I have Sculpting Steel in hand, which is apparently important. So that's a hint. And the various mode is set to black. And the reason why I say that is because the first time I started this, not having read this completely, I mean, I knew there was something about the various mode, but I was like, I'll just look at this and see what's going on. So I looked at this and I was like, well, Teferi's mode, 5 cost, enchantment, as Teferi's mode enters the battlefield, choose a color, the creatures of the chosen color without flying can't attack you. So I was like, okay, what color is it set to? And then I had to restart. But yeah, it's set to black, which means these germs guys can't attack. So, and my only non-black creature, Pure Steel Paladin, has been arrested. However, arrest prevents you from attacking, blocking, and using activated abilities, but Pure Steel Paladin's ability is not activated. His ability is that whenever an equipment enters the battlefield, I may draw a card, and if I have 3 or more artifacts on the battlefield, I have Metalcraft, and equipment I control have equipped 0, and I happen to have 1, zoom further out, 2 and 3 equipments, artifacts on the battlefield. So I have Metalcraft, so that's important to know. Now let's look at this guy, and I'll explain his germ to you later and what's in my hand and all that. But let's look at this guy first. He's a dude which has First Strike and is a 4/2, and he is equipped with, well, this equipment, which isn't really important, and he has Lifelink and Death Touch. So basically I need to get past this dude to be able to deal damage, because I have to win this turn, you know. So first of all, my first problem is I don't have a dude that can attack. This guy is arrested, and this guy is black, and Teferi's mode prevents black guys from attacking. So I don't have anything that can attack, and I don't have anything that has haste just yet. But let's look at this. Equipped creature gets +3/+1 and has haste. So okay, that's problem number 1 solved. I can get haste. Now there's 2 more problems. I need an attacker, and the other problem is this guy needs to go away so I can actually attack. So that's what I know about the challenge, and the rest really. Well, let's look at this. Living weapon. Well, let's look at this first. What's going on with this germ guy? So as you can see, this 1 is blue. So normally this is a 0/0 creature, which is weird, right? A creature that's a 0/0. He's a token. So let's look at Mortarpod then. Water Pot is a 2-cost equipment that is living weapon, and living weapon means that when you cast this equipment, and Better Skull has the same thing, also is a living weapon. When you cast it, you get a 0/0 germ creature, and this equipment comes in attached to the 0/0 germ creature. So normally, of course, it has something to boost its toughness. So the equipped creature gets +0/+1, and that way the germ can actually survive. So yeah, Mortar Pod makes the germ able to survive. So yeah, this is a thing which I can sacrifice, and it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. It gives that ability to the creature, so you have to actually click here on the creature to use the ability. And equip 2 or equip 0, and equip 0 is because I have Metalcraft, which gives all my equipment equip 0 thanks to Pure Steel Paladin. So yeah, and then this equipment on the field here is Better Skull, which is also a living weapon. Equipped creature gets +4/+4 and has Vigilance and Lifelink. Return Better Skull to its owner's hand for free, and equip 0, as every equipment here has. And here's the card that it was talking about in the description. Sculpting Steel is a 3-cost. I may have Sculpting Steel enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact on the battlefield. So that can only copy artifacts. Now I also have Fraction Metamorph, which costs 1 more. Or does it? Well, we'll get into the cost in a second here, but let's read what it does first. I can have Fraction Metamorph enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact or creature on the battlefield, except it's an artifact in addition to its archetype. So I can copy a creature with Fraction Metamorph, and I can copy an equipment with Sculpting Steel, which I suppose is the thing you need to do. So, seeing as I need an attacker, I guess you have to play Fraction Metamorph, right? Although, I mean, this can't copy his dude or anything, although his guy is an artifact, so I could copy his guy with Sculpting Steel. But let's think about this, because see, there was a reason why that wasn't possible. I don't remember right now. Anyway, let's look at the other cards first before I get to the solution. But let's talk about the cost of Fraction Metamorph, why I can't play it. First of all, this little symbol here means that you can play a blue for it, an island, and free mana. But instead of playing an island, which I don't have right now, it is in my deck, by the way, just saying. But in addition to being able to play an island, you can also choose to pay 2 life to play it. However, I'm at 1 life, so doing that would kill me. So I need more life before I can use Fraction Metamorph. I need 2 more life to be able to survive that. And be able to play it and survive, because I could kill myself by playing it for 2, but that wouldn't do anything except kill myself, and I wouldn't win then, right? So then there's Darksteel X. It's indestructible, +2/+0. Repulse, which I can't play because I don't have an island. Of course, Repulse could easily get rid of his dude and draw me a card, but without an island that's going to be quite difficult to do. And World Slayer, which is a 5-cost equipment. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, destroy all permanents other than World Slayer, equipped for 5. Now, combat damage. That means that sacrificing this guy, and when I have World Slayer equipped, won't work, because it's not combat damage. So, yeah, there's really no other way. I mean, I can't figure out. I don't think there's a way to win with World Slayer. I think it's just there. I was trying something with it earlier, where I sacrificed this guy and then tried stuff, you know. For instance, trying to get this back into your hand and then playing it again after World Slayering or something like that. But that's just not the solution. So, I mean, you do have instant spells, right? So you could play an instant spell in reaction to World Slayer going off, I guess. But no, that wouldn't work either. Because then that, if it made it permanent, then that would also get destroyed by World Slayer. So I don't think there's a solution with World Slayer there. It's just a complete red herring. Although I could, of course, I could be wrong. And the thing is, it would destroy the Fairy's Moat. And if I had something that is indestructible, then of course, you know, that would not get destroyed by World Slayer. So if I let's say if I had a black indestructible creature, Teferi's mode would be gone thanks to World Slayer, and then I could attack with the black indestructible creature. However, to get that to work, I have to deal combat damage to a player, which means I already have to have attack. So then I have to have another spell that allows me to attack again in this turn, because I have to win this turn, so definitely not the way to go, World Slayer. So yeah, then let's think about this. So what I did first was just look at I couldn't figure out a way to win with just this stuff I have here. So what I wanted to do was look at more of my options, and since this guy draws a card whenever an equipment enters the battlefield, I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna play a bunch of equipments and see what happens, you know, see what I draw. So let's start by doing that, because then you can see more of the options we have, right? I'll draw a card, and look at this, we get Sword of Feast and Famine, which is a free cost. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from black and from green. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card and you untap all lands you control. So yeah, that would allow me to untap all my lands after attacking, and maybe get him with some more shenanigans, such as sacrificing dudes with the living weapon stuff to deal the remaining damage I need. So because as you're gonna see, mana is gonna be a problem, so this might be important. So anyway, let's play Sword of Feast and Famine then, and draw another card. Yeah, and there's Sword of Body and Mind. Yeah, you can see where this is going, can't you? Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from green and from blue. So now, of course, this is black and green, and the other one is green and blue. So, and his guy is white. So yeah, we're looking. So at this point, I was like, okay, so I need Sword of War and Peace, right? I need to be able to attack and get by his dude. And his dude is white, so I need the one which has protection from white. Anyway, let's read the rest of it. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may put a 2/2 green wolf creature token onto the battlefield, and that player puts the top 10 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. So yeah, that would make me another 2/2 green wolf, which makes it easier because I can equip Mortar Pot to do green wolf, and of course that's one more damage. So that might be a solution as well if you're missing the 1 damage. Actually the 3 damage, because this gives 2 more damage as well. Yes, I'd like to draw the next card, and the next card is Mind Control, which I won't be able to play ever, pretty much. So let's play Sculpting Steel now, and enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact. So, of course I could copy Sword of Feast and Famine, in fact. Let's do that, it doesn't really matter right now. I just wanna draw the card, and look, there's the island I was looking for. So yeah, but that's now all I have is this one island. I still can't play anything, so if I manage to then use Sword of Feast and Famine and stuff, then maybe the island will be important later. But for right now, it just isn't, you know. It just isn't. Sword of Feast, I mean, yeah. I can't double untap all lands I control, by the way, so there's no point copying Sword of Feast and Famine. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, anyways, so that's the thing. Although I could copy Sword of Body and Mind, I guess, and get 2 of the green wolf tokens, and also mill in for 20 instead of 10, but he's in 49, so I don't see how that's gonna work. But anyway, I just wanted to show you there's the island, finally, but it's too late to still be able to play Fraction Metamorph or even do anything. So let's restart the challenge now that I've shown you that. And yeah, this one is really pretty tough then. Now that we know that that doesn't work, but there's the island. So we know that in order to be able to play Fraction Metamorph, we need to get life. We need to get life, and the way to do that is Batterskull, because Batterskull gives us lifelink. So what you want to do here, I think, is equip Batterskull to this guy, right? And then you play this guy with the lifelink, and I can deal 1 damage to his creature there, and lifelink off that, go to 2. So now I can play Fraction Metamorph, but as you can see in the cost, look at my life total now, it's at 0. That's to show what happens when I play it. So I need 1 more life, which pretty much means that if I want to, let's see here. Yeah, I think what you have to do with Sculpting Steel is you have to copy Better Skull, probably. Yeah, Better Skull makes more sense. So let's copy Better Skull there, and that's since it has living weapon. I'll draw a card, by the way, and there's sort of Feast and Famine, which might be important too. So since it has living weapon, I get my germ here. So let's equip mortar part to it, and we're gonna do the same thing again, killing his guy and giving us one more life. So this is sort of, this is sort of what I figured out so far, but from here I don't really know, because that's where the recording stopped behaving as it should. So now I can play Phyrexian Metamorph, and Phyrexian Metamorph can actually copy a creature, which means I can copy Pure Steel Paladin. So that's definitely what I want to do, because it's gonna allow me to draw more stuff faster, as well as, you know, getting actually a dude here which can do stuff. So let's equip him with pretty much everything here, because that seems like the logical thing to do. There and there, as you can see, it does have equip for 0 twice for some reason, and I can still mortar part the guy, but so I can attack for 13, which is quite a lot. I could also play sort of Feast and Famine as well as this, so that gives me 4 more damage, allowing me to attack for 17. Which, wow, actually this might just be, wow, no, that would be silly if I already found out how it works. So there's the next sword, which I won't be able to use. Draw 2 cards, play this one, and now I'm gonna draw a card I haven't seen yet. So there's the island, and then there's Icy Manipulator. Okay, so let's play the island and equip all this stuff then. This one, is there a reason? No, I don't think there's a reason to equip that one. So let's attack for 17, and I'm gonna take him wow, I'm gonna do so much damage right now, and I'm gonna get a 2/2. I think, if I remember correctly. I don't even. No, I don't. No, that's this one. So I gain a bunch of life, go to 18. He goes to 3, and all my land is untapped. So now there might be a solution here, right? I could use this to draw another card. Tap target artifact, creature, or land. So I need to deal 3 more damage, and this can deal 1 damage per time. So I can pretty much start sacrificing my stuff. Would that be a solution? Let's see. Equip this to this guy, sacrifice, equip it to this guy, sacrifice, and then I need 1 more dude. So what Better Skull can be returned to hand. So that's 3, and then I play it again for 5, that's 8. Yeah, that should work. Easy. Whatever, I don't think it matters. So let's return Better Skull to hand and play Better Skull again, getting another germ. And then, of course, okay. Alright. So then we make sure to sacrifice the germ first, right? That makes sense to me. Sacrifice the germ first. Sacrifice player's Odric and deal 1 damage. And then you equip this one to this Pure Steel Paladin over here, and we sacrifice him. Now the problem is I can't really get to the text there. Technical issues, guys, stand by. Yeah, see, for some reason now it works. I equipped it to the other Pure Steel Paladin and now it works, so let's do it. I know I did it before, when I was trying out other solutions. So there's 1 damage. And now I need to equip this to the other Pure Steel Paladin. And here we go. Now I need to do the same thing. I need to just get lucky and make it work. For some reason, it's like this guy won't do it. I don't know what's up, but when I pressed down earlier, it just immediately went, you know, the text scrolled down and allowed me to click there. Oh, that's so annoying. I just can't get this to work, man. Scroll down, please. Let me activate the ability. That's stupid. What the hell? Why did this work on the other guy, like immediately, but not on this one? Maybe it has something to do with the arrest being annoying. I don't know, but target artifact, creature or land. Sacrifices creature, deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Oh, it's an activated ability, of course. I'm an idiot. Arrest stops it from working. Okay. Jeez, that's stupid. So how do I do it then? I still need to deal 1 remaining damage. I mean, this can bounce a creature, and then I need to play it again, which is not gonna work. I can't get protection from white. So if I play Repul, well, I don't think we figured it out just yet. Man, he's gonna live. Don't take your opponent to 1, guys. But there's a plains. So we need to figure out a way to get the Pure Steel Paladin to... I don't know, I need more damage, I guess.